Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. So in today's video, I have a soft glam pumpkin spice inspired makeup tutorial for you guys. I had so much fun creating this beautiful warm toned, orange toned makeup look for you guys, and I really wanted to keep it soft glam so it's more wearable. So if you guys are interested in knowing how I created this beautiful fall soft glam makeup look, then make sure to keep on watching. Now before we go in and jump into the tutorial, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Alright you guys, I'm going to start off with primer. I have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Next up, I'm just color correcting a little bit. I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime Peach Lustre color correcting stick, and basically just applying this to dark areas of my face where I have hyperpigmentation. The orange is going to help combat that, and I also am applying it onto some acne scars that I have. Next up, I'm going in with foundation. I have here the Born This Way foundation in the matte version, and I'm in the shade Light Beige. So next up, I want to jump into eyes. I'm going to prep them with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm just going to blend this out, and then I'm going to set my lids in place with my Huda Beauty setting powder. Alright, so eyes are prepped and ready to go. Next, I want to jump into eyeshadow. I'm super excited about jumping into today's palette. This is the Natasha Denona Fez palette, you guys. This is brand new in my collection. I've never used this before. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I did do a BoxyCharm unboxing recently, so I'll have that video linked up here and also down below in the description box for you guys. I thought this was a perfect fall palette to jump into, especially this orange right here that is just screaming my name, so I'm super excited to play with this today. I'm starting off with my Hoola bronzer, and I'm just applying this onto my crease. So I do want a little bit more brown on the crease, so I'm going to be going in to my Morphe 35U Gilded Desert palette. You guys absolutely love this palette. I've used it in a couple of videos, I've done reviews, I've done full tutorials with this palette, and you guys love it. So we're bringing this baby back today, and honestly, it's the most perfect fall palette. Like, just can we just take a moment? I definitely need to do tutorials with this palette, so stay tuned. I think I'm going to go in with the shade Sandra, and I'm just going to go right over top of where I applied the bronzer. Next up, I want to go in with this beautiful orange shade, and I just want to apply it onto my lid. I think I'm going to start off by just using it directly onto the lid, and if I feel like I need to, I'll cut my crease and then pack it on. Alright, the color is starting to show, but I guess against my skin tone, it's a little bit light. I'm going to try cutting my crease on one eye, and I want to see if the eyeshadow pops a little bit more this way. Alright, it definitely is popping more, but I'm just, for some reason, not a fan of this eyeshadow. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just lacking pigment, I think. I think I had more standards for a Natasha Denona palette, so I am a little bit disappointed, but we're gonna just keep on trying to pack this in, and then we'll see what we can do. Alright, we gotta match both eyes, so I'm gonna go in and cut the crease on the other side as well, and then pack in the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with the gold shimmer, and I wanna apply that just right beside the orange. Okay, why is this color beautiful and the orange was being so difficult? This is a beautiful gold. Oh my gosh. I'm taking the orange and I'm just kind of adding that back into the lid just so it's not so harsh. The line, it's nice and diffused. I'm grabbing my MAC and Selena palette, and I want to go in with this shade right here. I feel like I need a warmer brown in the crease because we're working with warm tones. I feel like the Morphe palette is good, but it has a lot of cool tones in there. I want to add more of like a warmer tone to the crease. So the gold just really disappeared from the eyes, so I'm just gonna go back in with it and just pack it onto the lid. I'm going in with this beautiful deep brown shade, and I want to apply this onto my outer corners. And this is just going to add the perfect amount of dimension. So I was going for a pumpkin spice makeup look, but my eyes are looking more like a sunset right now. I'm seeing a ton of fallout from the brown shade, so I'm not really too happy with that, but I mean, it is going on really nicely, so it's okay. We're just gonna have to clean that up. Just going back in with my orange and just patting that into the inner corners just to make sure that it pops. And a little bit of the gold one more time. See, that's one thing I'm not appreciating about this palette. You put a color on and then you put another color and then it just disappears. So I don't know what's happening. That's one thing I don't like about certain eyeshadows. I've had this experience with other palettes and I've talked about how I wasn't a fan of that, so I'm a little bit disappointed because I was excited to have such an expensive branded eyeshadow palette, but it's kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. It's just a little harder to work with. Alright, so I want to take a break from the eyes, work on the face a little bit, and then I'll go back in and wrap up the eyes. I'm gonna go in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm going to conceal my face, and then I'm gonna set everything in place with my Huda Beauty setting powder. Setting powder is all done setting on my face. I'm going to take the remaining powder and just use it to set the rest of my face because we're going to use powder, contour, blush, and highlight today. So I want to make sure my foundation is nice and set. I'm going in with Gimme Brow by Benefit, and this is in the shade 4, and I'm just going to brush out my brows with this. I want to wrap up the eyes. I'm going to go in with just some mascara since I want to keep this more on the soft glam side. I'm using the Billion Dollar Beauty Forever Lash Mascara. I did share this in a previous video. I believe it was a full face of first impressions. I will link the video up here and also down below for you guys. Next, I'm going in with my Hoola bronzer. I'm just trying to bring back warmth to the face. Just going to apply a little bit on the jawline. I'm going to contour my nose a little bit, and I'm just going to buff that out to make sure it's not so harsh. For blush, I want to go in with something warm and rosy, so I'm going in with the Beauty in a BLINC Glow Getter Face Palette, and I'm thinking I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and maybe just a touch of this shade. And I'm going to apply some on the nose as well for some color, and just a little bit on the chin. As you guys can see, this blush is very pigmented, so I'm going to go in with my brush. This just has a little bit of setting powder left over, and I'm just going to use this to buff out the blush so it's not so harsh. Going to take some setting powder to clean up the edges of the face. Next up, I want to highlight, and I want to go in with like a warm highlight color. So here I have the shade Crown of My Canopy, and this is a Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter, and I think it's just a beautiful warm tone color. So we're gonna go in with this. I love how beautiful this is. It's just so subtle, yet so beautiful. And just a little bit on the nose as well. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend in everywhere where I applied highlight so it can just diffuse into the skin. And the very last thing I have to do is my lips. So I'm going in with the ColourPop Lippie pencil in the shade BFF3. This is like a beautiful chocolate brown lip liner. And for lipstick, I'm going in with my absolute favorite lipstick ever, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Staunch. I'm so sad that this is a discontinued color, you guys. This is basically like a beautiful, like soft orange toned, warm toned lip color. It's just the most perfect color ever. So I'm gonna pop this on the lips. And the very last thing I'm going to do is set my face in place with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. Alright you guys, so that is pretty much it for today's Pumpkin Spice Soft Glam makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Overall, I'm actually very happy with how this Pumpkin Spice makeup look turned out. This is exactly how I envisioned the look when I was planning out today's video. I am a little bit disappointed in the Natasha Denona palette. I did struggle with it. I mean, overall, it does look really nice, but I did have to put in extra work to make the product work, so I'm kind of disappointed about that because I had high hopes for Natasha Denona. It's such an expensive brand, so you would expect, you know, a little bit better. So that's the one thing I'm sad about. Today was actually my first time trying out the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I got this little sample from Sephora. I think I redeemed it with my points, and honestly, I love the way my face set, you guys. So definitely I recommend this setting spray. Once I run out of this mini, I'm definitely running to go buy a full size. I really like how my makeup set. All of the products that I used in today's video will be listed down below in the description box, so make sure you guys check that out. And if you guys liked this video and you want me to do more fall makeup related videos, then definitely leave a comment down below and I'll definitely follow up on those. Check out my makeup tutorials playlist if you guys want to see more makeup tutorials by me. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And you guys, that is pretty much it. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!